In this episode of the Pipe Dreams podcast, we're going to be talking about our pipe smoking journey until the present. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back. We are the Chuba Brothers. Let's get right into the topic today. We basically started pipe smoking in 2012. So we're a good decade worth
You
pipe
routine?
smoking. So I was in 12th grade, actually. Yeah, 12th grade. I just basically turned 18. And this mostly revolved around, I would say, Tolkien.
Yes.
The Hobbit just came out in 2012. The first one. And it was actually right before my 18th birthday. You had mentioned pipe smoking. You were
Yeah.
16. Yeah, you had just turned 16. I was just turning 18. I turned 18 in March. And you turned 16 in February.
Yes. And me and this kid I went to high school with, his name is Josh Wayne. We went and saw The Hobbit. And I wasn't really paying attention to the actual name of the movie that we were going to. He said, you want to go see a movie with a couple people? I was like, sure. We went there and it had the Tolkien, the beginning where it was silver. It would be the beginning of the movie, specific writing
Oh, yeah.
of Tolkien. And I looked at Josh, I was like, wait a second. I was like, is this a spin-off of Lord of the Rings? I literally was not paying attention at all. And then The Hobbit popped up. I was like, holy shit. I was like, this is the game we played on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Ends up being one of my favorite movies. But in that movie, they were just smoking 24/7 in there. And I'm like, I got to get a pipe. So
Yeah.
I came home and I said that to you. I was like, wait a second. I just saw a movie that was literally the Hobbit game that we used to play. And I'm like, we got to get a pipe.
Yeah, we watched The Lord of the Rings, and we had the game The Hobbit, and we didn't know enough about it, and honestly, as a kid, you're just playing the game for the game.
Yeah.
I'm like, who's this? Okay, we're playing as Bilbo.
Yeah.
I'm like, shouldn't we be playing as Frodo? And
Yeah, I remember that.
we're doing all these missions and stuff. I'm like, this is so similar to The Lord of the Rings. What the heck's going on? And, at the time, we didn't really know. I mean,
Yeah,
Hobbit came out for the
giants and
Xbox,
stuff.
the very original Xbox.
Like
we
the
were
troll
really
scene?
young. Yeah, the whole troll thing. Like, oh, this is cool and everything. But yeah, you came back, and I saw The Hobbit too. And
I showed it to
I
you.
turned 18.
We
We would have had to go on.
I
we went to
downloaded
go
it.
see it. Oh, okay. Maybe
And
that
I
was
showed
it.
you it.
And then I basically went out and I got my first pipe. Went over to 3B's Tobacco.
Still got it. Old
and,
reliable.
made in the Czech Republic. It's still in pretty good shape. I don't really smoke it as much as I used to. The mouthpiece is it's not on there all as well as it used to be.
Wear and
Right now
tear.
it's actually on there pretty well because I'm smoking it. But whenever I'm not smoking it, there's it just can fall right off.
Mhm.
Um,
And I would love to say to you that I still have my original pipe, but it got stolen at a party. Someone was like, hey, can I smoke your pipe? I was drunk. I was like, yeah, sure. Never seen it again. One of my favorite pipes. So that one up there, see if you can grab that one. Nope. I bought that one in Tennessee, and I would say that would be my second, basically my first one. You might have a hard time getting out of there, but it's similar to the one I got, my original.
has some
but-
nice carving in it.
Yeah.
It's one of those. What do they call these? Apple something.
Mm,
Or no.
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
I'm not well versed on my different pipe styles,
Shapes,
but it's
yeah.
one of those ones that comes straight out,
Close to
straight
being,
stem.
Yeah.
That's a nice pipe.
Yeah, so this one I had to call my first pipe because someone stole my other
You
one.
had a nice big bowl on your
Oh, yeah.
first one. And yeah, so our first journey kind of started. YouTube wasn't all that big, so it's not like you just go on there and type in like how to smoke a pipe.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, YouTube was like very. I mean, we're talking a decade ago. Like we were on you. We would go on there. We didn't like make videos like we are now, but we basically just figured it out from scratch, and we liked the idea. I mean, this pipe. I think I paid like probably $30 for this at the time.
It was cheap.
Yeah, relatively cheap. You know, especially for like an 18-year-old that's working, you know, as a lifeguard, intermediate.
Yeah, $30 is a lot of money.
Just in the summer. But just the price of tobacco. And actually, we do have some of the packages for some of the tobacco that we first bought.
Yours. Mine's at home.
Yeah, this is some of the original stuff. Captain Black Royal. It's an aromatic black and golden Cavendish.
We'll pop it up so you can see better.
Yeah. Anyone just getting into pipe smoking, especially that are older folk, definitely know of Captain Black. And I don't have the package for it. I just finished it whenever we were in the National Forest last year. The Borkum Riff Cherry Cavendish.
I smoked a little bit.
That was my favorite for the first 7 years of us smoking pipes. And it's not like we smoked all the time, but I do remember smoking this pipe 1 or 2 times. And obviously we weren't allowed smoking in the house. We were living with our parents, but you know, I started going to community college, and I would just, the taste of the tobacco after just 1 or 2 smokes was just all, you know, just burn into this thing.
Becomes part of the pipe.
So I'm just, while studying for, you know, college and everything, I'm just sitting there just puffing nothing. But you're just getting a little bit of that taste. It was so good.
Yeah, the tar taste.
Yeah, well, that kind of goes with this whole like 2012, maybe 2013 era of us smoking. You know, we didn't really know what we were doing for the most part. And my one buddy, I bring him out. I'm like, I got this pipe. We got some tobacco. We didn't know anything about the filters. I ripped the filter out.
Yeah, screw the filter.
Yeah, but
it was in the way.
It was in the way. It creates too much of a drag, and the flavor is kind of taken away a bit. But basically, we were smoking it, and we were just back and forth, not really thinking that there's an actual like very delicate process to smoking. You can't just one after another.
Yeah, we treat it like a cigar or cigarette.
Until we were spitting up tar, basically. There's a specific way to smoke these, and that was not the way. And we're like, are we even doing this right? Like, are we gonna die? Like, we're just spitting up black, basically. Yeah, you know, some of those growing pains that come with, you know, beginning smokers.
All trial and error.
Trial and error. And then it kind of gets into the next era of us smoking. It's just becomes sort of here and there, but mostly just like our college years. The one party that we went to, I brought my... Yeah, so at that point we started buying a couple more pipes, at least I did. That's whenever I picked this up and brought this to a college party.
Yeah. It wasn't a college party.
Well, it was maybe a pre-college party.
End of my high school. Well, yeah, your college party. It was a college to you, but like I just graduated from high school.
And actually, this thing as well.
Yeah, but that used to be bigger.
Yeah, this was bigger. It's a little bit busted right now. You can add pieces to it. I brought both of these to a college party, and it was actually an interesting time. A lot of people never seen things like this.
First thing they thought was like,
they're like, oh, can you smoke weed with that?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, we're not a bunch of stoner degenerates. We're smoking some good, natural tobacco.
Yeah.
You know, making our ancestors proud, not like you heathens. But
well, I was just surprised you even brought it in the first place, because we were always everyone would just.
Yeah, I had my little gym bag, and I just pull these things out. You know, so that's kind of. And I picked up a corncob pipe as well during that time. Those are so cheap.
Is that one right up there?
No, it's not actually down here, but we have a lot of corncob pipes down here. You know, this being one of them. This looks like a bent.
Upside down. That was your first corncob.
Not this one.
Oh.
I don't even know if this is mine. Anyways, yeah, nice corncob, and you know, just not really expanding too much when it comes to the types of tobacco, because we're just going to 3B's Tobacco. We weren't ordering anything online, so we were limited to the mass-produced.
They didn't have stuff
type
like
of stuff.
this.
Yeah.
We just smoked like your, what you could say, like your Marlboro Reds and your Camel Blues version of pipe
even something
tobacco.
like this half and half. Very common.
Yeah. Like your
And
mass-produced pipe tobacco.
one of the last ones I bought before getting into some of the newer stuff that we got.
I don't even know what that one is.
Yeah, I don't even hardly remember smoking this. There's still some in it. It's just so dry. Largo pipe tobacco, sun-grown, natural, made in the USA. You know, things like that.
All bullshit.
Yeah, probably. But, yeah, we you know, that's roughly like a 4-year period of us just smoking here and there in college.
Well, I fell off. I didn't smoke it when I went to college.
Yeah, there were definitely like big breaks that I took here and there.
That's when cigarettes and the Juul came in.
Yeah.
And then when you're getting that high dose of nicotine from those things, the pipe just doesn't. Plus, college was fast paced. There was no like, I need to slow down. It was just all fast. Studying, partying. You know, years went by fast. It was just fast paced. And like, the pipe did not fit that lifestyle at all.
I really enjoyed going out on our parents' back porch in the winter times and smoking a pipe, kind of just spitting in the snow and it kind of having like a little
Black mark.
not like tar, but
Yellow.
like, you know, it just kind of, it alters your saliva a little bit.
Well, I also think going outside in the winter, we already talked about that in our last video about enhancing. I think when you go outside, I don't know if the cold had anything to do with it, but I think that the smoking was almost even a little bit better.
I love
The
smoking.
cold air.
As long as it's not cold enough to where you're in pain,
Mm.
you know, your hands, because you can use the bowl to kind of warm at least the inside of your hands. I always enjoyed that. But basically, like the third era of us smoking was post-college, and that was, we were smoking these in Iceland.
Yeah, I took this one.
Yeah.
You're not even allowed tobacco on the plane. I literally just got on the plane with this.
Yeah, no one
The
even
bag.
checked.
With a bag of tobacco.
I brought this into the Smoky Mountains, or not the Smoky Mountains. Actually, yeah, we smoked in the Smoky Mountains. We did. I forgot about that. We went down to the Gatlinburg earlier a couple times, but no,
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Grand Canyon. I did a 3-day backpacking trip down there, and of course, you got to pack a pipe for that to enjoy it.
Pretty much anything outdoors.
Yeah, then that's whenever we were also doing a lot of just going out into the woods, spending the night, having the pipe with us, building some forts back there. And I remember there was this
anytime.
one tree going across the creek, this big, you know, curve to it, and
think I
we're
was
building.
16.
You're kind of just like,
That was my
Perched up
smoking
in this tree.
Yeah.
yeah, that was a good time.
But we still didn't know how to smoke properly. I think we were just still smoking to smoke.
It was just enjoyable. Just
Yeah.
the aroma and everything it adds and the taste. And then this is all up until basically mid last summer. And honestly, I hardly remember how we even got into it, but like it might have been YouTube videos or something like that we stumbled upon, figuring out that there's better options for pipe tobacco out there. You know, obviously the Gatlin Burlier we've known about, but we didn't really know about the extent of the different flavors and things that they have.
We didn't know the names. We didn't know. We just thought maybe we just got bad tobaccos when we got Englishes. It was like, oh, this is terrible.
Yeah.
At least, because
That might have been what it was, actually. I had basically the rest of my stuff, and we took it out in the Allegheny National Forest last year.
yeah,
I smoked the very last bit, and you're like, I gotta get more tobacco. And I'm like, yeah, this is like literally the last of the driest stuff. It was like 7 years old.
still smoked.
We're
good.
smoking it out there, and we came back, and you bought some new tobacco,
Yeah.
the Capistan.
Well, yeah, it was Capistan,
Yeah.
and then I went to the Allegheny Smoke Works, I think it was called.
Yeah, got some new stuff, and then
Yeah.
we were like, man, there's a world out
yeah.
there that we weren't even aware of.
So, in about a month, maybe 2 months, we've been doing this for about a year now. I don't know when we started the podcast, but yeah, it's been about a year, close to it.
Of like really getting into the
Yeah.
different types of flavors, getting some new pipes added to our collection,
Learning more, still learning.
hunting with these, as long as it's not like hunting for deer, you know. something that where the animal's not going to run from the smell, basically.
That's why I mentioned squirrel hunting's the best. You just walk around with a pipe in your mouth, gun in your hand, just popping squirrels from the trees.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful thing. But that's basically a quick rundown of our pipe smoking journey. A good decade of pipe smoking and where it's led us. Right now, early on, my favorite was that Cherry Cavendish from Borkum Riff. I'm probably going to butcher the name. Something like that. And now my favorite pipe tobacco, if you've seen any of our videos, it's some sort of... I still enjoy the Cherry Cavendish. I like Cult Blood Red Moon is a cherry chocolate, and I really like that. Right now, talking about what we're smoking, I'm smoking Second Breakfast by the Country Squire. Country Squire is amazing. Of course, we talk about that in like every video.
They have the top tobaccos. Now the one I used to smoke was called Sir Walter Riley. I don't even know what flavor it was. On the thing, I'll pop it up, and it only says aromatic. But what I remember was cherry. But yeah, then my favorite one now is still Old Toby. Very close is Black Arrow, and
that's where we are now.
Yeah, and I'm smoking. What the hell? Mellow Moonshine by the Gatlin Burlier, which we've mentioned has great tobaccos up there too.
Yeah, our main three is Boswell, Gatlin Burlier, Country Squire.
Yeah,
you almost can't beat it.
And if you guys know of any other places, someone put in the comments, because I would love to throw in a fourth, like
a small town,
not mass produced,
not Peterson, not Cornell and Deal,
like someone that's just almost got like they make their own tobaccos, like a mom and pop like tobacco shop or something.
Yeah, so if you know of any of those, throw those in the comments section. But let's just wrap up this video.
Yeah, one more thing. What I just bottled. I want to butcher the name. What was the name of it?
Gosh.
Muscadine.
Oh yeah, Muscadine.
Yeah.
Probably depending on
Muscadine,
Yankee or a Southerner.
mead. It was a mixture of Muscadine grapes mixed with mead. It came out to about 16% alcohol, and this is what it looks like.
Very aesthetically pleasing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just drinking black coffee.
Yeah, he's trying to stim himself before he goes to bed. 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah, living that high life. That is all. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like I said, comment. Some different tobacco ideas or suggestions, and follow us on Instagram, The Trouba Brothers.
Check out our top 3 videos. The one video, it's hitting 560 views on why young people should be smoking tobacco. Yeah, I think that's the name of it.
Well, I mean, as of right now, but not whenever they're watching this.
Yeah.
Sure, but
so check them out.
Yeah, let us know what you think. That is all. Peace.